The journey through the sky, breaking the world against the sky. Chapter 1 Crossing into the world and going against the current. At 3 o'clock in the morning, cold wind poured in through the cracks in the windows, tearing the worn-out quilts. Lin Chuo opened his eyes, his headache was about to crack, and the feeling of crossing just now was like thunder and lightning striking his mind. He thought he would wake up in an ancient hut in an ordinary town, but he didn't expect to be lying in a luxurious suite called Sky Dome Building. That's not right. I remember I just wanted to play a game, but how did I dress like this? Lin Chuo sat up and looked around, reflecting a young but ruffian face in the mirror. He wore a suit, but he was informal, with fluffy hair and a touch of uninhibited between his eyebrows and eyes. Crossing? Resurrection? Rebirth? These good baby roots are not for me. Lin Chuo knew in his heart that he didn't want to be a well-behaved student, nor did he want to be a foolish and loyal courtier. He wanted to make money, play, protect important people, and make his country strong forever. An idea came to his eyes, to be a gentleman. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 2 The First Edge, the love field and the shopping mall bloom. Lin Chuo comes from modern times, but he has traveled to the Tianxian continent, a world where swords and magic coexist, and power and conspiracy are intertwined. As soon as he arrived, he appeared as the young master and became the heir to the Lin family, the richest man in the Tianxian kingdom. Young master, where are you going to make trouble tonight? The personal housekeeper Ah Fei asked jokingly. Of course go to that drunken immortal building and soak all the beauties there. Lin Chuo combed his hair while showing his signature evil smile. The drunken immortal building is the most lively place in the city, with beauties from all walks of life. Every time Lin Chuo appears, he can always set off a storm. He was eclectic, sometimes playing with rhetoric, sometimes using extraordinary fighting skills, making those self-righteous rich children wail. However, Lin Chuo is not a gentleman who only spends his days drinking. He began to get involved in the family business, using modern business thinking to expand the Lin family's trade to all parts of the Tianxian kingdom, and even established secret trade alliances with neighboring countries. He found his best friends, the arrogant swordsman Feng Wuhan and the calm and rational physician Qinglin. The three of them walk together, talk about the future in the tavern, and ignite a world-changing fire in their hearts. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 3 Darkness rises, and the undercurrent is turbulent. The surface of the Tianxian kingdom is calm, but in fact there is an undercurrent. The royal family is infighting, the sect is fighting for hegemony, and the dark forces are gradually growing. Lin Chuo knew that his identity was just a mask, and the real war had just begun. By chance, he learned that someone in the royal family was secretly cultivating a legion of warcraft to overthrow the current monarch in one fell swoop. Lin Chuo decided to investigate personally and sneaked into the imperial city with Feng Wuhan and Qinglin. Deep in the imperial city, they discover a secret passage that leads to an ancient magical ruin. The ruins are sealed with the legendary heaven-defying demon eye, which has the ability to control demonic beasts. Lin Chuo secretly absorbed the magical power while planning how to use this power to protect the heavenly mysterious kingdom. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 4 Emotional Entanglement, Truth and Falsehood. As power and wealth grow, Lin Chuo's love scene becomes more and more complicated. He met three very different women. Murong Luo, a smart and cunning businesswoman, is good at strategy and is evenly matched with Lin Chuo in the shopping mall. Lu Ling, a cold magician, has powerful ice magic and fights side by side with Lin Chuo on the battlefield. Xia Yan, a passionate and unrestrained singer, can always soothe Lin Chuo's inner loneliness with her singing. The three of them have their own thoughts, and the three kinds of love are intertwined, and Lin Chuo has to deal with the emotional whirlpool while maintaining his graceful demeanor. He understands that protecting these people is protecting his dreams. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 5 The war burns the plains and is reborn from the ashes. The conspiracy of the dark forces was finally exposed, and the Tianxian kingdom fell into an all-out war. Lin Chuo used the power of the heavenly demon eye to summon the Warcraft Legion to face the rebels. He was on the front line, combining business intelligence with tactical strategy to turn the tide. Feng Wuhan's sword light was like a rainbow, Qinglin's medical skills saved lives and healed the wounded, and the team led by the three gradually became the most important force in the army. However, the destruction and pain caused by the war also made Lin Chuo begin to reflect on the life of a gentleman who could not escape responsibility after all. He decided to grow up in the guardianship, fusing the spirit of the gentleman with the power of truth to become a real strong man. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 6, Dreams Set Sail, The World Becomes Our Home. After the war, the kingdom of Tianqian ushered in unprecedented peace and prosperity. Lin Chuo established the Tianqian alliance, unified the economic and military resources of many countries, and created an unprecedented prosperous era. He held a grand party in the Drunken Immortal building, inviting all his friends and lovers to celebrate the realization of his dreams. I'm the one who can protect everything, this is the life I want. Lin Chuo raised his glass and smiled brightly. Chapter 7 The Rise of the Storm, The Assassin in the Shadows. The peace of the Tianqian alliance was like the morning light, warm and fragile. Lin Chuo was immersed in the joy of victory, but he didn't realize that the shadow of darkness was quietly hanging over him. A mysterious organization called the Netherworld Assassins has risen secretly to deal with those who seek to change the world order. The organization is full of extremist believers who believe that the strength of the heavenly mysterious alliance will destroy the balance of the world. One night, Lin Chuo was drinking with his friends in the Drunken Immortal building, and suddenly received an urgent message from Qinglin, young master, an assassin is approaching the mansion. Lin Chuo immediately summoned Feng Wuhen, Qinglin, and Mirong Luo, and the three of them planned a response strategy. At night, dozens of black-clad assassins sneaked into the Lin family's mansion like ghosts. They are good at illusion and assassination, which throws the well-defended Lin family into chaos. Lin Chuo was strong and had a thrilling duel with the assassins. The wind without trace sword light was like a rainbow, killing several enemies in an instant. Qinglin uses healing techniques to extend the life of her seriously injured companion. In the end, Lin Chuo wielded the power of the heaven-defying demon eye and released a powerful wave of light to repel the enemy. He was shocked to realize that the forces behind this were by no means idle people, and decided to investigate the root cause of the Nether Assassins in depth. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 8 The Secret Realm of the Abyss, An Encounter of Magic and Conspiracy. Investigation leads to a sealed ancient magical ruin, the Abyssal Secret Realm. Lin Chuo and his party ventured in, facing all kinds of traps and monsters, as if it was another world. In the secret realm, they discover the true lair of the Nether Assassin and a long-lost black magician knight Kangyu. Ye Kangyu was once the top magician of the Tianqian kingdom, but he fell into the pursuit of forbidden power and became the leader of the Netherworld Assassins. He plans to use the shadow heart sealed in the Abyssal Secret Realm to unleash devastating dark forces and turn the entire world upside down. Lin Chuo and Ye Kangyu engage in a thrilling magical duel. Two forces raged in the secret territory and shattered the ancient stone wall. Finally, Lin Chuo used the heaven-defiant demon eye to seal the shadow heart and stop the invasion of darkness again. However, Ye Kangyu left the last sentence, "This game has just begun." Underscore 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 un. Chapter 9 Emotional Choices, The Interweaving of Love and Responsibility. After experiencing the line of life and death, Lin Chuo's relationship with the three women gradually warmed up. Mirong Luo's wisdom and ambition gave Lin Chuo an invincible partner in the shopping mall. Lu Ling's coldness and perseverance became his patron saint on the battlefield. Xia Yan's gentleness and enthusiasm filled the loneliness in his heart. But the emotional disputes between the three began to emerge, and mutual suspicion and jealousy gradually deepened. Lin Chuo is in a dilemma. He wants to protect everyone, but he doesn't want to betray anyone. A misunderstanding made Xia Yan leave for a while. Lu Ling snubbed Mirong Luo, and the whole team almost fell apart. Lin Chuo decided to gather the three of them to communicate frankly and express his determination not to give up on anyone. "I'm not a perfect gentleman, but I'm willing to be your guardian," he said. In tears and laughter, the four regained their trust in each other and joined forces to face the future. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 10 A Close Call, A National Crisis. Just as the Tianqian alliance was gradually growing, the neighboring Xianhuang Empire was dissatisfied with the expansion of the Tianqian kingdom's power and quietly gathered a large army. The Xianhuang Empire has strong warriors and evil dragon legions, and is the biggest threat to the Tianqian kingdom. Lin Chuo led the alliance army to fight, and an epic battle broke out on the Xianhuang border. Lin Chuo cleverly dispatched, using the heaven-defying demon eye to summon the Warcraft Legion, and Lu Ling's ice magic to seal and freeze the enemy, Mirong Luo's strategy to disrupt the enemy's rear, and Xia Yan's singing boosted morale. Feng Wuhan burst into the enemy formation alone, breaking through the Dragon Clan's defense line with a sword. After a series of fierce battles, Lin Chuo finally defeated the prince of the Xianhuang Empire in a decisive battle and forced the enemy country to sign a peace agreement. Chapter 11 Dreams Bloom, The True Meaning of Silk. After the victory, Lin Chuo stood at the highest peak of the Tianxian alliance. He understands that dignity is not only pleasure and indulgence, but also a combination of freedom and responsibility. He built the Gentlemen's Academy in the Alliance Center to train the younger generation of leaders and teach them how to take responsibility and freedom. Together with Murong Luo, Lu Ling, and Xia Yan, he embarked on a new adventure and continued to protect the land he loved so much. The road to beauty is long and brilliant, and Lin Chuo wrote his own legend in his own way. Chapter 12 The Mysterious Guest, The Call of the Ancient Contract. The peace of the Tianxian alliance did not last long. One day, a mysterious woman wearing a white robe and an extraordinary temperament, Yu, broke into the Lin family's mansion. She claimed to be from the Star Sanctuary, an ancient country hidden outside the Tianxian continent. The ghost moon brings a warning: the eternal source sealed in the sanctuary of the stars gives the world infinite power, but it is also the root of countless calamities. Hundreds of years ago, the heavenly mysterious kingdom and the Star Sanctuary had signed an eternal contract to protect this power from being abused. Now that the contract is shaken and the evil forces are about to move, the guardians of the Star Sanctuary urgently need Lin Chuo's help. Lin Chuo decided to accept the challenge and go to the Star Sanctuary to find a way to solve the crisis. Chapter 13 Star Sanctuary, Power and Trial. After arriving at the Star Sanctuary, Lin Chuo faced an unprecedented trial. It's filled with starlit magic and ancient mechanisms, with crises and puzzles at every turn. He traveled through the Tower of Stars with Yu to unlock the secret of the seal. In the trial, Lin Chuo's true nature remains undiminished. He cleverly uses modern thinking and wit to resolve one problem after another. At the same time, his heart gradually developed subtle feelings with Yu. After going through hardships and obstacles, Lin Chuo finally succeeded in stabilizing the power of the source of eternity and consolidating the contract between Tianxian and the stars. Chapter 14 Return and New Life. There is no rival in the world. Returning to the Tianxian continent, Lin Chuo brought back the blessings and power of the Star Sanctuary. He injected this power into the alliance to make the country stronger and the people happier at ease. Past enemies have surrendered, and the Tianxian alliance is invincible. Lin Chuo stood on the throne, looking at the world he had created with his graceful attitude. This is not just my country, this is everyone's dream. He said with a smile. Chapter 15 Say goodbye to the shackles and welcome your true self. Behind the prosperity, Lin Chuo knows that time will not stop. He handed over the academy to Murong Luo, Lu Ling, and Xia Yan, while he chose to retire to the rivers and lakes in search of more far-reaching dreams. That night, he held his last feast in the drunken immortal building, and his friends gathered together. I used to be a gentleman, but a gentleman is not to escape, but to find myself. Lin Chuo raised his glass. Everyone laughed, and the fireworks reflected the night sky, as if witnessing the end of a legend and welcoming a new beginning. Postscript. Lin Chuo's story is a journey of freedom and responsibility. He challenges fate in his own way, breaks the rules, and lives out his true self. Perhaps, under that seemingly indulgent appearance, there is a heart that sticks to dreams and love. The world is brilliant because of him, and it is also extraordinary because of him.